use installation and repair services, and is that dependent, I guess, on the quality of the service that they receive?
Significantly, yes. So and this is kind of the extreme number, and it's not a dollar amount, but what we see is our average shopper comes into our store 0.7 times a year. So just your average run-of-the-mill shopper comes in and buys something, at least in a way that we can track, at least one time a year, where they're giving their information or they're scanning a rewards card that we can track them. So the services clients when you get into our like warranty type or revolving membership type services, we see up to 2.15 times a year, and up to 12 times the dollar amount those average 0.7 clients are spending in the store as well. So loyalty out the window as long as the experience exists in the home that's more than just a service, more than just, hey, it works, here you go, have a great day. So that's what we're seeing.
Okay. Do you know what you said your services clients see up to, just over 2 times a year. Is there any way to tell if that's just because, for example, they had a poor experience and they have to get it done again, or if it's like, a great experience so they come back to shop it? Is there any, way to differentiate between that?
Yeah, or what's your hypothesis?
Yeah, it is because we're seeing the dollar amount increase as well, and okay. The loyalty of the clients remains. So we know that coming back isn't just a return exchange, right? It's increasing that dollar amount significantly, and we have no question that the loyalty is what drives that, and it's not based on a problem, because we can very easily see, and we take those numbers out when there is a return exchange of all of these dollars amounts. So depending on how you're doing your performance numbers, how realistic you want it to be and how you want to see it, there's I've seen companies and I've seen situations where they don't take the original purchase out if it gets returned. Well, that doesn't reflect the true number then. Then you're just lying to yourself or making somebody feel good, and that doesn't, it's not real. If it's not real, you don't want it.
Right. And then just changing topics a little bit, what are some best practices for managing consistency across the service? So that's including things like issue escalation, post-service care, doing the follow-up visits. If you could just speak to that a little bit. Yeah,
so I would say the way that you have your system set up, whatever your kind of CRM or your customer information, easy in one place will make a pretty big difference. So as I'm not sure what kind of platforms you may use. There's been multiple different times we've used several different platforms. Some of them don't speak to each other very well, but the goal is every time somebody is touching a client that they have the potential to have all of the information on that client simplified and right there, so that you have notes from previous jobs. You can see their purchase history, kind of the level of client that you're dealing with based on that type of information, any escalations that they've had, to be able to speak to, hey, what kind of impact is it when you walk in a store to make another purchase, and in that process you go, wow, we really appreciate you coming back in. I know you had a little bit of an issue with this, and thank you for giving us a chance to fix that, and thank you for coming back again. It's little things like that where all of your information is seamless and together. Of course, you have to train the culture for people to actually use it and look at it. So there's a catch to that. But if you are doing that, that makes them feel it's a relationship. So you're throwing away transactions, and you're turning everything, every time you touch a client on the phone, in person, in their home, into a relationship, an ongoing conversation, if you will, rather than just, hey, I'm here to do this now. Oh, hey, you want to buy this now? Oh, hey, you need this department. Let me transfer you. That kind of thing.
And then,
did that answer your question?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
And then just going to the customer side, so, in your experience, drawing from your experiences, can you describe a typical customer's journey? So,